Boker Tov. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah, looking at one more element of the rules of Sukkah. And that has to do with, not today, looking at the Sachach issue. That you only should be covered over by the Sachach. And I should also just remind you that the Sachach should be sufficient to provide you more shade than sun. And that means also that you should not be using deciduous product, which will, over the course of the Chag, dry up and suddenly leave you without sufficient coverage. So you want something that's going to clearly, from the first day till the end, provide you sufficient coverage. But the walls of the sukkah are also meant to be walls. Now, there are many creative ways in which halacha defines walls. But and so there are situations where you have two walls and a bit, and very unusual things. But for the most part, people buy the sukkah kits. Let's say a frame nowadays, buying with a frame with a tarp of some sort that goes around, and that's just fine. But one thing people should understand is the halacha that's discussed in Shulchan Aruch, that it can't be, in the end, it has to be a wall that is stationary. Stationary is defined as it will not move in a ruach mitzuya. Ruach mitzuya means, which means a normative wind. Excuse me. That would blow in your area, okay? Not a high storm wind, but the usual days when the winds come by that it wouldn't move it. So a high storm, if it moves the walls, that wouldn't be something which renders it invalid. You might want to get out of there, but it doesn't render it invalid. But if in a usual breeze that comes through, not storm breeze, but on a day when it's somewhat windy, that's a problem. If it moves more than 3 tefachs in each direction, 3 tefachs being, let's say, 9 inches, and this way or that way, and that's a problem sometimes with tarps. You have to make sure that you firstly tie down your tarp so it's taut and doesn't flap around. And you'll probably notice that a lot of the newer kits come with, let's say, bungee cords or other ropes that you can put along the side at a few different points to help solve this problem, to help make sure that since you have the ropes on both sides, that the walls don't shift. Because in the end, it's a temporary structure, but it's a form of a structure. The walls are meant to be walls, whether halachic or not, and they should not be moving all over the place. We should all be spared rain. I think it's supposed to rain at some point over Sukkot, but I think that looks like at least the first day should be a sunny one. And I hope and pray that all of us, indeed, when we enter our Sukkot, can feel the shade that's provided from above, and the gentle closing in that's provided by the walls around us. Have a great day.